Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Try to make this as quick as possible for you, but also give you the information that you need. In case you didn't know, we had a returning webinar, a returning captains webinar at 7. This is for new captains. Obviously, returning captains more than welcome to be on and review some stuff, but this will definitely be more for first-time captains who need to get familiar with a lot of the just basic procedures and stuff. If you want a copy of the presentation, the slides themselves afterwards, just simply send me an email. Otherwise, post a replay on our website as well. So we'll get started. So things that we're going to cover in this webinar: match scheduling, pre-match responsibilities, match procedures, and post-match responsibilities. First things first, though, if you don't know, some of you have done this already, but there's a new captain's incentive that we're offering. For any new captain or anyone who hasn't captained since at least 2016, you're entitled to a free team registration. So that's a $22 registration. And if you've already signed up for your team, if you didn't know about it, you already signed up for your team, which I think pretty much every captain has by now. You can use this for another team, either this spring or in the summer or fall. What you'll do is you will fill out the registration form. Let's see if it loads up for me. Yep. So you'll go to our website, and just right on the right-hand side, you'll see two of them. I'll explain the other one in a second. So here's the new captain. Click it. You'll fill this out. That'll come to me, and we'll get you on the team. There's also, if you have any new players on your team, again, haven't played since 2016 or completely new, there's a new player incentive. We will send you $20 in an Amazon gift card. So any new players, you can make a little money on that as well. Reward you for getting new people in the game. So thank you. Okay, so let's cover match scheduling. Your first step this evening, you should have received an email from me saying that the schedules have been posted. Most, if not every, team's facility will schedule matches for you. They should be in contact with you about it, but they know that the schedules are up, so they'll start making their schedules and they'll send it to you. It's your job to then send it to all of your opponents as quickly as you can, especially in the springtime, because we do start play on February 7th, so we have a little less than 2 weeks. Normally in the summer we have about 3 or 4 weeks to get all the matches scheduled, so there's more time. So it's a quick turnaround, so you're gonna have to act quick. But you can find everyone's emails on a captain's report. So I can go on the Tennis Link, and this would be your homepage. If you're, 5-5 women's team, you should be familiar with this page at this point. This is just one of our tri-level teams. Then after you've sent all your match times, if you want the times to show up on Tennis Link, that's another form we have. You'll fill out the home team schedule form, and this is what it looks like. The spring home team schedule, put in your name, email, Aspen, women's combo, 5-5, home match time, you enter all the times, and it just goes on, and it'll keep generating additional matches for you, and then you'll submit. It'll come to me, and I'll enter them into Tennis Link for you. Unfortunately, there's no other way to do it. In case, sorry. And then make sure you're adhering to all the scheduling guidelines that are found in the local rules, and we'll get into these a little bit more, but I don't know why that had to tell me that. But so here's our local rules. You can find them. There's our league website. Just scroll down. You'll see all the league rules. Our league website is actually in the process of changing. it's going to look a little more like this. Always comes up, but so it's going to actually resemble more of this look than what we have to match the rest of the Midwest. So the stuff that I'm showing you tonight will not be there in about a month from now, but just so you know, now there's all the rules, and again, we'll get into that in a little bit. So before the match, now that your schedules are set, this is before the match, the week before. Reconfirm your match details with your opponent. That's always important because sometimes it gets a little confusing. Why did it open the league rules? So we will go to Tennis Link on our own, go to the leagues. So if you want to print a scorecard, you can either do it one of two ways. If you have a match number, you can enter it here. So we'll do that. We'll click next. This one's already filled out, but you could print, it'll say down here, print blank scorecard. You can do it that way, or you can go to your team itself. And these matches, again, have all been played, but you would hover over the date, and right here, it'll say print blank scorecard. So those are the two ways you can do that. So hopefully that makes sense. If you are not attending the match, make sure you designate someone to be the acting captain who will print out the lineup and have it there and be acting captain. An important thing, if you're going to forfeit a court, make sure you're telling your opponent as soon as possible. Never, ever show up to the match short a court without letting the other team know, because it's not fun to drive 40 minutes, show up, and find out you're not playing. So during the match, try to get your players there at least 15 minutes early. I know that's not always possible, but if you tell them 15 minutes early, then hopefully they'll all be on time. Try to get your lineups exchanged at least 10 minutes early. But again, doesn't always happen because you're supposed to wait until everyone's there to exchange. So it's just kind of a goal. Get your players out on time. The one thing that you can help with is helping stick to the 10-minute warm-up. The 10-minute warm-ups have become 20-minute warm-ups. So we're looking to actually change it to a 5-minute warm-up because people are taking advantage. So hopefully we don't have to do that. So if we can stick to a 10-minute warm-up, that would be awesome. Of course, good sportsmanship. And then if something comes up during the match, as a captain, you are responsible for handling all the issues or disputes that arise. So that's why we'll get into the rule stuff a little bit. And then after the match, you're gonna do, you've got to make sure that the scores are reported. Either captain can do it. And again, these have already been done, but the one of two ways, go over here, it'll say enter scores or view scores. You can do it that way, or you can simply go to the enter score tab, put in your scores, and then you will see also you have to confirm. So if the one person already enters them, you'll see a thing that says confirm score, again, either on your page or right here. You'll go there. I can do this one because I played this match. I won, of course. No, just kidding. You will hit confirm. And that's all you do. So hopefully that makes sense. So either captain, again, can enter them home or away. It doesn't have to be the home team, and they need to be entered within 48 hours. If you think there's an error, another option that'll be there, you might have seen it, is you can hit the dispute button, and that'll come up to my end. And eventually I would see that, but the smart thing to do is email myself and the opponent and include the match number. That's very important. And the error. I need the match number to fix anything. So if it's just a simple score thing, as long as both captains agree, I will change it. If both captains can't agree, then I will go with the signed score sheet, whatever was. So you're supposed to sign your score sheets in case you didn't know that rule after each match, in case an issue arises. So if there's a dispute, whatever is on the signed score sheet will be official. If an issue arises at the match you believe violates some of the rules, make sure you contact me immediately and we can discuss the possibility of having to file a grievance. It's pretty rare, but stuff does come up, so just be aware of that. So the joys of captaining is all of the great rules that you're supposed to know. Just know that it's my job and I don't know all the rules by heart. There's so many of them. So I showed you again, all of these are on our website, but I give you kind of an idea. Of course, it doesn't work. The national rules. These are what the Midwest rules look like. Let's see if maybe I can get the national. These are our local rules, what they look like. And they're really what most of your time and issues will come up, will be local rule stuff. And it's just kind of how everything works. When you signed up for a team, you said you'd read these, so make sure you're reading them. So anything in red, you'll notice, is stuff that was changed from 2019 to 2020. Some of the big stuff is scheduling, so you're going to want to look at this. We actually renumbered the stuff as well, organized it a little better, so pretty much all the numbers are changed. But you could see, here's some more of your duties, issues of line judges, different stuff like that. In the summer, if you're going to captain a team, the rain, if you're outside, that's a good one to be aware of. And then team defaults, and then it gets into playoffs and stuff. So if you're interested in the playoff information, there's that as well. And then we will see let's see if I can show you the national rules, just because those are important. Here's the 2020 regulations. Here's what they look like. So if you really want to know something, so anything that's not in ours that you think is a rule is probably in the Midwest or national. We don't repeat the rules because whatever national puts in, we have to adhere to. So, go through all of these fun rules. No one expects you to memorize them, so don't worry about that. But it's good to go through them. Another nice document is the friend at court. Of course, it doesn't open, probably because it's the old, they haven't updated it yet. Let's see if our district, this kind of answers some general questions. So you obviously know how to register a new team, all that stuff. It's just general questions that come up a lot for captains. So it's worth taking a look for sure. See if I can get the friend at court for you. Here you go. The 2021 has not been released yet. So this is a really long document. It's got stuff about tournaments and junior competition and wheelchair tennis, and it's everything USTA. But it's good. If you got a question, it's probably in this book. So that's a good one to know as well. And then, of course, Midwest and National also have frequently asked questions documents. I'm not going to go show you those. It's very similar to ours, just at a national stage. So that is pretty much the step-by-step stuff. There's a questions tab for you on the right-hand side, like on your menu. If anyone has any questions, now's a good time to ask them. Of course, you can always email me during the season, after a match, anytime, with a question, or after this if you think of something. Again, if you want the slides, send me an email. The email is adult@NE Ohio Tennis. Of course, you should have it because I emailed everybody today with the scheduling stuff. So, any questions? You guys are good. Everyone in the first one had a bunch of questions, and they were returning captains. The captain incentive is not good for co-captains. Sorry. What is the format for 40? So I assume you're talking about the summer 40 and over leagues. So during the regular season, that will remain the same for women: 1 singles, 4 doubles; for men, 2 singles, 3 doubles. But National has changed it now. Starting in the playoffs, it's 1 singles and 3 doubles. Yes, that's 4 courts, which does not make sense to me either, but that's what they're doing. I don't know why. So for matches 2-2, it'll come down to tie breaks. Can you show where the rules are again on the site? Yep. So they are right over here at the bottom of the page. League rules. Again, this is the big one. The district one are going to be the most important. On the new website, there'll be a adult league section here. I'll show you actually a better representation of. We will look like. I mean, they all look similar. So ours is going to mirror USTA. Isn't very creative in letting us be, pick our own. It's kind of what it is. So you'll see an adult tennis, and you'll see there'll be a leagues tab, and then there'll be rules and stuff on the leagues tab. So it's going to look like this with different, tabs. They won't be identical, but that's where you'll be able to find them in the future. But you can always download them off of ours, and then you'll have them, so you don't have to find them again. When you have to have the schedules match times to other captains, really, the rules say 10 days before. Now, obviously, it's almost impossible in the spring because we only have 12 days or so until the first match. So by Thursday or Friday is really the goal. You want to give a team at least a week. And even if you can only get your first match, if you're hosting a home time, like if you're home that first week, you just tell your facility, hey, at least give me my first one so I can get that out, and then the others can come a couple days later. Then that wouldn't be as bad, but try to, work as fast as you can for getting those times out. All right, anything else? Great, thanks guys for taking the time. Again, any questions at any point, feel free to reach out. I'm here for you guys. All right, have a good one.